Well, hello everybody, Jason up New Age Revolution. Tis the cave. Tis a Saturday night. Notre Dame continues to do what Notre Dame does as they storm into the playoffs. Anyways, not much going on, folks. Not much going on. So I am thinking about some stuff. Let's see. The Saturday's main event number 4 that I reviewed was followed by the first Championship Wrestling episode of 86, and then that was followed by 2 house shows. So I watched Boston Garden and Philadelphia Spectrum January 1986 house shows, and both of them, all those shows, the Saturday Night's Main Event and the 2 house shows, were just so LJN-ish that I started thinking more frequently. Let's see, I'm looking around because I'll tell you why in a minute. But yeah, I started thinking about PACW and busting these old figures out and just having a good old fashioned childhood play, as they say. I don't know who says that, but they say. So tonight may be the night. Am I going to film it? Well, no, not at all. But I'm going to discuss it with you now and see what I do with this PACW resurgence. I think the house shows, the Saturday Night's Main Event number 4, which I do suggest you go watch, even if you're not, just watch it randomly. I'm sure it's on the network or whatever, Peacock, or watch Saturday Night's Main Event number 4. It's just such a good feeling. And the house shows that I watched last night, Boston Garden. So Tito Santana loses the belt to Randy Savage in Boston. We know that. We know that he loses it in Boston. And they're starting that build for that now. So January 86, Tito and Savage have a fantastic match in Boston Gardens. So good. Such a good match. And again, it got the LJN juices flowing. Plus the LJNs returning got the LJN juices flowing. So what I have decided to do, and I will start tonight as my child has another sleepover. We're going to a trampoline park right now, which is another germ factory. So hopefully nobody gets sick 2 weeks prior to our Florida trip. But what I'm going to do tonight, and I already wrote it down in the notebook, and if things go in the notebook, they have to happen. Tonight, I may just determine the LJN Tag Team Champions. That's right. I have 8 teams that I have written down. Now, I am not necessarily going back to the LJN roster. So I'm sort of playing this off of the 1985, 1986 happenings in the WWF, which I am watching because it's really fun. And so I don't want Corporal Kirshner to be Mike Kirshner, who's teaming with Brickhouse Brown and Mike Rotunda. I don't want that. I want Morocco to be Morocco. SD Jones can sort of be SD Jones for now. Kirshner is Kirshner. Terry Funk and Bob Orton are not teaming yet. Bruno Sammartino is a retired announcer. So is Jesse, right? So we're going to do stuff like that. So tonight, the 8-man tournament matches have yet to be determined. We're going to do a blind draw, and we're going to put matches together that way. Because I don't want to even look at it and think predetermined. I want it to play out as my brain plays it out. So we've got in the 8-team tournament, tag team tournament, Sheik and Volkov, British Bulldogs, Bad Guy Heart Foundation, Dream Team, Valentine and Beefcake. Corporal Kirshner is teaming up with Hillbilly Jim. Junkyard Dog is teaming up with Tito Santana. Big John Studd and King Kong Bundy, of course, led by Bobby the Brain Heenan. And we have an 8th team that I can't remember, but I will. It'll come to me. Okay, who's my 8th team? Who do I got? Hang on. Maybe I don't have an 8th team. I have to have an 8th team. All right, who do we got? We got Sheik and Volkov, Dream Team, Heart Foundation, Bulldogs, Killer Bees. That was Killer Bees. All right, so we have an 8-team tournament tonight. Again, the teams: Killer Bees, Heart Foundation, British Bulldogs, Dream Team, Junkyard Dog and Tito Santana, Corporal Kirshner and Hillbilly Jim, Sheik and Volkov, and whoever I just forgot. Whatever, okay? Whatever. I can't remember. But it's no weird combinations that I used to do with the LJNs, right? So, and none of the 89 guys are in. Haku is, the Warlord, not in. Boss Man, no. Demolition, no. So we're just kind of working off of the 85, 86 roster. And I look forward to that. And I'm going to play those matches out tonight. I don't think I'm going to finish the whole thing tonight. My back won't allow me to do that. But I'll probably have 2 or 3 matches tonight. Maybe I'll get the whole first round done. And I'm just going to sit down here and play. I might put something on the TV that I don't really care about. And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. Now, will I ever record this? I don't know. Will PACW come back officially? I don't know. But I will keep you abreast on the tournament this evening. And I'll give you round by round, match by match updates. And you will say, please record it. Please let us see this. This sounds awesome. Please, oh please. And we'll see. Secondly, there's just not a lot going on here on the channel. My friend Avi, you may be aware, several years ago, I did some shows with Avi Klein, and he's a fantastic interviewer and tons of contacts, and he's the big deal. He's the real deal over there on his channel, and he interviews all kinds of people, from wrestlers to celebrities to sports stars, and it's real stuff. It's good stuff. So he has always, I guess, the idea has always popped up of me working with him again and doing some interviews and just having a good old time. Not solo. I don't want to do it solo necessarily. I lose motivation to do it solo. I don't know. I don't have the right technological knowledge to do it solo. I mean, I botched the Marianne Cirque interview by not, because screen recording doesn't capture sound. I didn't do Teams. I didn't know how to do that. Skype. So it sucked. So I don't want to do it by myself. So I'm thinking about that, because then that would not necessarily take the place of the channel, but I would try to incorporate the stuff I do with him over to here also. I don't know if it's a simulcast or whatever. That's a possibility. The PACW being the focus of the channel is a possibility. We need an arena for PACW. We at least need like a little bit of a backdrop. I don't know. I don't know. I just, the motivation to come down here and chat. I don't have a lot to chat about. So I wanted to do something, right? So I will be playing with my toys tonight as an almost 50-year-old man-child with maybe one of the Coliseum home videos going on in the background. We'll see. Just like the old days. From you saw the title, a little bit of a tease. Did I order the Logan Paul LJN? Well, listen, here's my plan. I'm obsessed with the LJNs, and I'm obsessed with knowing when they're going to be in stores. I'm obsessed with watching the eBay prices. They claim to be Black Friday. That's a nightmare. There's no place I wouldn't rather be than Target on Black Friday. So I will not be one of those idiots standing at the door, potentially getting stabbed or stabbing someone on Black Friday. I might go later in the day. I assume by then the LJNs will be gone if they are indeed released on Black Friday. So if we could just sit tight, we've been told by Mattel that they will be aplenty in the stores and then back on Target.com. So I'm not one of those guys that spent eBay money on the LJNs, but I have been now changing my plan. So obviously I have the Hogan and the Dusty on display. They're in a case in the garage. They're not in the sun. They're not in the elements. They're in a glass case in the garage. Okay, fine. I also took my other Hogan and my other Dusty and I packed it away in a plastic bin. And those are my investments. I'm actually going to consider them investments. And in the next few years, I'm going to resell my second copies. Well, so then I'm thinking, well, what if I had an entire set to resell 3-4 years from now, 5 years from now? No, they will never get to the value of our 80s LJNs, but they're already showing some signs of some obsessiveness. And people are very much into these. So I decided that I want to get all of the figures as they come out, not one of the modern names. So I will get one Logan Paul and one John Cena and immediately pack them away and do nothing with them for several years. And Target is just playing games. Like Target is putting the figures back up for sale, and then minutes later they're sold out again. Back up, sold out. Back up, sold out. There's a notification button that you can connect with Target that they should email you when your item is back in stock. I was checking today, and Logan Paul was in stock, so I quickly ordered him, and he's being shipped. I already got tracking. So Logan Paul is coming. Now, here's the punch in the gut part. Right in my little Target, right there in my little app, it said save 25% off on one toy. And I didn't see that until after I had placed the order for Logan Paul. So I paid full price for Logan Paul when I could have got him for $18.24 plus shipping. I ended up paying $24.99 plus shipping plus tax. Ends up coming to like $30, $32, $33. Okay, that's still proper. I'm still not paying $60 eBay prices. So I have a Logan Paul coming. Then I said, well, wait a minute, cancel the Logan Paul and then just buy it again with the 25% off. And by the time I went to cancel Logan Paul, it had said your order is already processed. It's on its way within an hour. Now Logan Paul is back out of stock. John Cena, I keep checking, is not in stock, but I will either get him through Target.com or I will hope that shortly after madness of Black Friday, midday, I'm able to go and find a John Cena. I don't think that'll happen, but I'm gonna look. And then I'm just gonna keep checking Target.com, and once they go live, I'm gonna order up a Cena. Now, I don't think, this is not the college investment. I'm not investing into my children's college fund with these, but I think it'll be fun to pay only $24.99 for these figures, sock them away, and sell them later on, especially if I have an entire set of variant cards, maybe, probably not, but because that would mean I'd have to buy 3 of every figure. I'd have to have the one I want on display. I don't need black and blue card on display at all. I don't. So I would need my display figure plus a black card plus a blue card, sock the blue card and the black card away to sell at a later time. Maybe. We'll see. I have no idea when Series 2 is going to come up for pre-order. That's going to be a nightmare. I'm obviously going to have to rely on everybody else for that. But at that point, it's an expensive investment because I would want pretty much 8 figures. No, because I don't need 2 Stone Colds. I would need 2 Jessies, 2 Warriors, 2 Bundys, and 1 Stone Cold. And then just sock those away. But I don't know. So that's where we're at. That's the channel. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know. Am I going to work with Avi? Am I going to interview NBA players and celebrities and wrestlers? I don't know. Maybe. Am I just going to play with action figures and make that a focus of the channel? Maybe. Am I going to end up on a cringe comp for that? Probably. But that's the update. I got to go take the kids to the trampoline park. We'll see you next time. Good night now.